we still playing Animal Crossing in 2024? Because whether I want to admit it or not, y'all, I am hooked back into the game once again. I took a much needed break for the last couple of months away from Animal Crossing to focus on my Disney Dreamlight Valley content and my Palia content, the list goes on. Y'all know the drill. I just took a break and needed to step away. I've made 34 Animal Crossing islands. We all knew the break was bound to happen. So what is planned for my Animal Crossing content? I'm still going to be sharing it over the next few weeks very slowly on my channel as I'm still focusing on newer content, but I really miss creating content for Animal Crossing. I miss building just in general. So over the next few weeks, I'm going to be returning to themes that I abandoned completely or just stopped building on in general. And today I want to return to a natural Japanese island that I started 10 months ago and I just never went back to it. This, in a short summary, was just like a tutorial and an island theme idea. And I never expected so many people to want to see it finished. Like, it's still getting comments till this day. So I figured we would start myself off gently back into the Animal Crossing era and do something that's really fun, peaceful, and in my comfort zone. I have done also a recent live stream of trying to get back into Animal Crossing, which is a no terraform challenge. And don't worry, that is still happening. I'm actually still trying to figure out the approach that I want to go with it. Many people want to see a tropical theme, and I'm going to do my best to try to make that happen. But if I can't get inspired to do a tropical theme whatsoever, let me know some ideas you would love to see for that no terraform challenge island in the comment section below. Okay, so now that I have all of this out of the way, what is our plan for today's Animal Crossing video? Obviously, we're returning to an island that I completely abandoned 10 months ago. I think I want to go with a similar approach that the old entry had, but kind of like, you know, improve it. So the island in general is going to be like this lush, natural Japanese aesthetic, but I really wanted to have some Zen garden vibes to it. So I think doing like a nice dedicated entrance to the Zen garden is going to be like the overall idea for this island entry. And then I wanted to transition over to a pretty similar build that we had on my older video, but I do want to improve the transitions around this. I think I wanted to transition over to like a little villager neighborhood instead. I don't really know what my plan is on the right side yet. We're just kind of improving the entry and getting most of the layout done and planned out in this video today, but I do plan to stream this island and document the process too. So my color palette for this island is going to be pretty neutral. I'm just going to stick to bright greens and lots of brown tones. And then I think for my flowers, we're just going to use white. I really want this to be a peaceful, calming color scheme. Nothing too crazy, just a really nice, relaxing vibe. Now, in the past, y'all have witnessed me working pretty fast on Animal Crossing islands. If you're new to my channel, I've been able to finish an island within a week, which sounds pretty crazy, but it has happened many, many times. I want to take this island relatively slow, especially since we're going to be working on a no terraform island challenge 2. This is actually one of my forever islands, meaning I won't delete the island. I will just like flatten it and restart constantly. And obviously, since I took a much needed break from Animal Crossing, I do not want to get burnt out immediately on the game. I just really want to enjoy the process, enjoy decorating and designing. So we're definitely going to work really slow on this island and just enjoy the process of it. Now, I swear if I said this and I get this island done quicker than I was expecting, it does happen a lot to me, especially when I'm inspired and enjoying an island theme. But I don't want to promise that this island is going to get done quickly because I am balancing other contents too. But I am really enjoying being back in the Animal Crossing game again. I'm enjoying being back in here designing. I've really missed it. But like I said earlier in this video, a break was just honestly needed. And I honestly know that many of us have stopped playing Animal Crossing and moved on to other games. It's really hard to feel inspired for a game that doesn't have any more updates. So with all this being said, maybe you're like me and you've been really wanting to play Animal Crossing again, but you just don't have that motivation or extra spark to pick up that console. Hopefully today's video will bring you some inspiration and the motivation needed to finally pick up your Animal Crossing island and get to designing. Anyways, for the next stage of our speed build today, I'm going to be recreating that similar entry build that I shared earlier in this video, but of course the transitions are going to be different. If you're interested in seeing how this older video looked it'll be linked in the video's description. Now, I do plan to bring back the transition that video has. It'll just be in a different location, but I really want this build to transition over to a little tiered villager neighborhood. Okay, so now that I got the entrance pretty much done, we're gonna go ahead and start working on this transitional area, which is again the older entry, just a little bit different in layout. I'm actually gonna move my house back over here, and as you can see, it's a little bit closer to the pine tree than it originally was in that older video. And then I'm gonna go ahead and continue to extend my dirt pathing up to the entrance. And now that I have all of that dirt pathing mapped out, I ended up finding these amazing stepping stones that match the pathing so perfectly. It gives us such a gorgeous Zen garden sort of look, and I will have every single code that I'm using in the video's description, but I just really loved how this added such a nice detail to our dirt pathing, so I will definitely be doing many builds with these in the future. Anyways, for the front of my house, I'm going to keep the decor pretty simple and honestly kind of minimalistic. There's going to be a lot going on in this island, so I want to reduce any lag as much as possible, but in the future I am planning to do some interiors finally on Animal Crossing. I feel like Disney Dreamlight Valley and Palia have been teaching me how to design interiors, and I'm looking forward to finally tackling this on the game for once. I have not touched an interior on Animal Crossing what feels like in years, so it'll be really interesting to see what we can come up with as a community. So now that I have my house pretty much figured out, we're gonna go ahead and start mapping out with some waterscape a angled bridge over here, and this is definitely a huge change compared to the last build that I did with this type of theme. I think having an angled bridge transitioning over to a tiered villager neighborhood could be such a cool location and also just a really nice lookout. I'm not sure how we're going to transition behind this, but I think that this will be the next stage of our build. So I'm going to go ahead and map out enough room to get a 4 tile wide bridge, and then we'll go ahead and get it placed. After I got my bridge placed, I went ahead and moved Coco over here, and then we're going to also be placing 2 more villagers, but I'm honestly kind of tempted to swap out the top villager that you'll see eventually to another player home. I just feel like you could see it better. Now, this location won't be fully finished today. We'll probably finish detailing it on a future live stream or another video. We'll see whichever comes first, so just keep that in mind, but feel free to drop some ideas on what you think would be a great transition from this villager neighborhood in the comment section below. Anyways, for the next stage of my build, I'm gonna go ahead and finish moving over my 3 villagers, and I do think that I'm gonna swap Billy out to, like I mentioned earlier, to a player home. I just feel like you can't really see the villager house. The player homes are also a little bit taller and they just look better when you're doing lookouts like this, so I think just swapping it to a player home would be a better design decision. Plus, I can give Billy his own farm location somewhere on the island too. Anyways, for the next stage of our build, we're going to go ahead and get this little mini island area decorated, and I think using the outdoor bath over here would be such a cute additional detail to this build. Decor wise, I'm just going to use bushes and some florals. I want to keep it pretty simple, especially since we're going to be doing a tiered villager neighborhood. I really want that to be the showstopper of this location and not so distractive with the pool area. So I'm just going to do some greenery, fill this in, and then we'll go ahead and transition to show you how it looks. It's honestly super straightforward. We're just going to be filling in all the empty spaces with florals and bushes until it's completely decorated. Anyways, after I finish adding these few more details to our outdoor bath location and also a couple of bushes by Coco's home, we'll go ahead and transition and do our walkthrough of how everything turned out in today's video. I hope y'all are excited about this island and for Animal Crossing content to return. I'm very excited about it as I've missed the game tremendously. I have so many different themes planned for us too, from natural islands all the way up to city core. So we're just going to start off gently and ease our way back into this type of content. But in general, I'm just really looking forward to building some new Animal Crossing islands together as a community. Anyways, before today's video ends, I do want to give a huge shout out to all of my channel members. Thank you so much for supporting me as a creator. Just your support in general means the world to me. Thank you so much for watching and have a horrible day. I'll see you next video.